Hey everyone, playing a couple new courses today. Gonna do a mix of on-course commentary and talking over it, so let's take it away to me. What's up, guys? I'm playing Willamette Golf Park in Corvallis, Oregon. Never played here before. I haven't been back here since I lived down here, so this will be fun. Let's see. As I said, haven't been down here, haven't played this course. I haven't even watched coverage of it, so threw my FD off the tee. I have not thrown a warm-up shot or anything, just some putts, so it nose up. Through my A3, trying to go over this tree to the basket in the back here, and had pretty good results. Spike down, pretty easy tap in for the par to start the day. Hole 2, 335. There's a long tee that I did not notice till afterwards. Tried to give my Roaming Thunder a run here. I don't know why I threw that, but got up into the tree. Went to my A3 here, overthrew it a bit, gave it a lot of sky, and there's a drop off to the left here down like 10-15 feet. I had no idea where my disc was. I'm off to the left here. You can barely see me, but it's like 35 feet, and I just chucked it up there going, why the heck not? And I was pretty excited that it went in randomly. Hole 3, 385 feet. It's off to the left here. It got real windy out here, so threw my Enigma, and you can see it kind of air bouncing a bit and fighting around. It kind of stalled out here, dunked through the trees, and tapped down there. Had a little hoof putt. No real chance of going in, but just trying to get close. That left me, I don't know, maybe 15 foot. Didn't really have much issue tapping that in. Hole 4, 335 feet. It's off to the right here. Back out in the wind. I picked up my Night Strike 2. Give it a pretty good run. I thought I was going to get caught up in the tree here, but luckily because I'm weak, I was a little short, just touched a little bit. Left me, I don't know, maybe 35, 40 foot, and it never really had a chance. I just bleh. So tap that in. Another par. Pretty okay trying to start. This is like 338, like up and dogleg right. If I had like a good forehand, I could get there, but I just can't. So I'm just gonna try and like get up to the gap and play for par here. I think that's probably my tournament play here too. We'll see. Give my Essence not the best effort here. It barely tried to turn over and stalled out. Obviously way nose up, went through the trees, and it left me little forehand up. I'm gonna leave all this in because I warmed up here little soft, and then when I went to actually throw, I reached way back, and that's what causes a lot of my off-axis torque. Left myself a good 20 foot, but I didn't have much problem tapping it in. I was feeling pretty good about putting at that point. Hole 6, 275 feet. I decided to power down an FD here rather than try and throw a mid into the wind, and I was glad I did. It fought through really well and then bounced right in front of the basket, left me this easy little tap in to convert my first birdie of the round finally. So I'm at 1 under at this point. This hole is down and to the right. Yet again, it is like 325, so like that's a full rip for me with almost anything. So I'm going to practice both the forehand just to see if it's better down there, and a D-line MD to see if I can A&E it down there a little bit. And I actually give this MD a pretty good throw. I gave it a little too much space left, but it turned over for me and kept going finally with that disc. It left me about 40 foot. I threw in this forehand just so you could see what I was talking about. Long putt, and you can hear me go, no. Roller coaster of emotions. I thought that missed right, and then it hyzered right in. Hole 8, 292 foot. I threw my most overstable disc I can actually push, which is my Cloud Breaker. Still got it nose up. It went kind of around this big maple and then spiked out. Left me like 50 feet. Gave it a little bit of a run, but this never really had a chance of going in. So tapped in for another par. It actually took me a while to find that disc even. It was right out in the fairway. Hole 9, 315 feet. It's kind of down behind that tree in the center there. I had no idea what to do here, so I just put my Essence way up in the sky, nose up, stall out again. I did decent distance-wise getting down there, but I left myself another like 35, 40 footer downhill, and I did not compensate for the hill much and just rang that one right off the damn top. Had a little tough comeback back up the hill, but was able to tap it in anyway. I guess that's not a tap in. Felt good. Hole 10, 315 feet. It's back in the A position off to the left here. I did not throw a good shot here. I really kind of yanked my Roaming Thunder up into the tree. I have no idea why I picked the Roaming Thunder. I threw a couple more shots afterwards on that tee, and both other ones I threw right into that tree. So give myself a little A3 approach here. I practiced and warmed up, and then didn't throw the way I warmed up and skipped it over. But luckily, it was still only like, 15 feet, 20 feet. Actually, a little longer, it looks like. Hole 11, 286 feet. It's in A to the right, so I goofed up here. No, this isn't the hole I goofed up on. I am jumping the gun. What am I throwing here? Got an FD high and into the tree, and it ends up kicking off left here, leaving me a decently long putt attempt. And I gave this a push, but as you can see, I'm 15 feet right of the basket. I never really had a chance of going in. Tapped in, didn't film that. Hole 12, it's in the A, which is kind of, you can see it right to the right of me there. I actually got a little worried throwing this Essence here because it was going straight at those folks on the trail, but luckily it had enough oomph to turn right. Left me a little short of pin high, and I don't know, maybe 30 feet again, and just going top of the cage again. It's a bit of a pattern there. Still a par, but on a wide open hole, I would have loved to get better. 13, this is the hole I screwed up. So it's in position B. There was another guy playing the other way, and I asked him which it was in. He said A and pointed to this basket off to the left. So I threw this really bad night strike shot that ended up out in the field, and then I filmed myself approaching and tapping in on the next, which was actually like 17's pin. So I did not film myself doing an easy upshot and tap in putt on 13, so I parred that. 14, A, 189 down to the right. My forehand is bad, but I gave it a shot anyway, and that was ugly, you can tell. Right into the tree. It left me pin high, and it kind of looks like I gave this a run, but I 100% was just throwing this as a layup, and it was probably 6 or 7 feet short anyway, but it looked different from behind. 15's in B, which is kind of the straight ahead position here. It's just kind of to that lighter colored tree to the back right here that I'm heading right towards now, and then I veer off to the right, hit another tree, and then kick hard right. But it really wasn't a big deal. It left me up against this tree trunk with a little approach up, left me for another tap in for par. 16 going back the other way. It was in A off to the right. Oh, so this is actually the basket I threw out on 13. So it's kind of straight in the middle of the frame right now. I tried to go MD. I got a little nose up under it and drifted into that tree there. It's quite a bit short. And I was able to throw this little ante putt up. I could have gone low and hard with a spinnier putt, but I didn't want to leave it too long, and I figured it was safer to go with this kind of sky ante that left me a tap in for yet another par. So 17 going back the other way. It's in A, which is just kind of off to these trees on the right, the second set of trees, and I yet again got my Essence just up and into the sky and ended up going quite a bit long. I put it out next to where the other basket is. It's bad camera work here, but it's straight through me, and I was just high and right. Just wasn't good, but yet another par tap in, kind of a theme at this course. 18's the long hole. It's in C, 442 back by the practice basket. The road left is OB, and I just didn't trust with the wind I had a lot of my discs, so I just went with an Essence here and made sure that I kept it, at least on this side of the OB. I said to myself I might chase it in the forest, but I won't be OB at least. Luckily, it nose up stalled back. I had kind of another one of my little heave putts from 100-something feet, and then feeling good about my putting all morning, and I was able to convert on my par at the end of the day. So fun little course, old baskets. I have a tournament here in a few weeks, so I was glad to get some time in playing it. Appreciate you guys watching. Take it easy.